of the 8th edition of the Barisal was bang on target. Afif Hussain used some innovation, and Jax was on the other side trying to build an innings, but Afif falling down the leg side, and Shakib Hussain was in his element by now. Lintott also got in action.
Yeah, Lintott was a revelation, wasn't he? Left arm versus spinner. They were all trying to play big shots, but in the end, finding the field in the deep. Too easy in the end. Nine picking up wickets. He picked up in the end 2 wickets. Joseph also bowled with fire, but he leaked runs in the end. He did pick up not just 1, he picked up 3 wickets in his full quota of 4 overs. Bravo was belted down the ground for a maximum. There were opportunities for Benny Howell to clear his left leg and play some big shot. That was a short arm jab that picked up one of his first 6s. Trying to play the reverse. Didn't go in his way. There's too many players getting caught in the deep. But Benny Howell kept going on his merry way to pick up another 6. Smashed one down through the covers for a boundary. And then again, a big over to ensure that they get past 120. Tried to repeat it. It was a little bit too wide and getting caught in third man.
তো আসসালামু গাইস। তো সবাই কেমন আছেন? আশা করি সবাই ভালো আছেন। তো আজকে প্রথম শুরুতেই বিপিএল খেলার যে হয়তোবা ওইরকম হয় নাই, যেরকমটা চাইছিলাম ওই রকমটা হয় নাই অন্যান্য অন্যান্য লিগের মতো। তো হয়তোবা এটা আমাদের বাংলাদেশের যে ক্রিকেট টিমের ওই ঐতিহ্যটা আমাদের বিপিএল এ ধরে রাখছে, যা সমস্যা নাই। তো আমি সবার এই কি পড়বো। তো আসসালামু গাইস। তো সবাই কেমন আছেন? তো আজকে প্রথম শুরুতেই বিপিএল খেলার আমি কি বলবো, আমি আপনাদের একটু কমেন্ট করে নিব। চট্টগ্রাম জিতবে। হ্যাঁ, তো একজন লেখছেন তারিকুল ভালো হয়ে যাও নইলে পুলিশে দিয়ে দিব। সিলেট টাইগার, হ্যাঁ সিলেট টাইগার, আমিও সিলেট টাইগার। আমরা সিলেট টাইগার। পুর জিতবে। পুর আবার কোন দেশ ভাই? মনে হয় 3 রান করবে। তুই তো চাকল। আরে ভাই গালাগালি করে না, লাইভের মধ্যে কেউ গালাগালি করে না, আমরা সবাই এক ফ্যামিলি রে। হ্যাঁ, সবাই তো এক ফ্যামিলি রে। ঢাকা। আচ্ছা, কে কোথা থেকে লাইভ দেখতেছেন একটু বলে দেন, কে কোথা থেকে লাইভটা দেখতেছেন? খেলা দেখাবেন ভাই? হ্যাঁ ভাই দেখাবো, খেলা দেখাবো। দেখানোর জন্য একটু ওয়েট করতে হবে, যেহেতু এখানে বিরতির টাইম। ঠিক আছে, আমি লাইভ যখনই স্টার্ট হবে ওটুই স্টার্ট হবে, আমি ওটু দিয়ে রাখছি। আর এই খেলা যখন স্টার্ট হবে তখনই আপনারা দেখতে পারবেন আমার লাইভে, সমস্যা নাই। আমি কুমিল্লার, হ্যাঁ। রানা ভাই, একে রানা ভাই কুমিল্লা থেকে বলছেন। রাসেল গেমিং ঢাকা, আচ্ছা। হাসান আহমেদ সিলেট। চিটাগং জিতবে, দোয়া রইল। হ্যাঁ ভাই, দোয়া রইল। বরিশাল, ধন্যবাদ কমেন্ট পড়ার জন্য। হ্যাঁ ভাই, আপনাকেও অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ। জয় বরিশাল। শুভ ভাই সিলেট ব্রো। হ্যাঁ ভাই সিলেট ব্রো, অনলি সিলেট। রাজা, আরিফ, আরিফ রাজা। বরিশাল জিতবে, হ্যাঁ ভাই বরিশাল। দোয়া রইল ভাই, সবার জন্য দোয়া রইল। চিটাগাং উইন কথা। আচ্ছা, আমি বরিশালের বাদশাহ। আচ্ছা, বরিশালের বাদশাহ তালুকদার ভাই। হ্যাঁ ভাই, আপনি বরিশালের বাদশাহ আমরা দেখতেই পারতাছি। লো স্কোরিং ম্যাচ, হ্যাঁ ভাই লো স্কোরিং ম্যাচ। এটা বাংলাদেশ ক্রিকেট ক্রিকেট টিমের মতোই আমার কাছে খেলাটা লাগতেছে। যে আজকের যে খেলাটা হচ্ছে, আমার কাছে যতটুকু মনে হয় আজকে বাংলাদেশকে 2 ভাগে ভাগ করা হয়েছে। এমনি সাইফুল, বরিশাল জিতবে। বরিশাল জিতবে 100%। আপনাকে অনেক অনেক ধন্যবাদ সরাসরি লাইভটা দেখানোর জন্য। হ্যাঁ ভাই, আপনাকে বাসা সিলেটে। আমি সিলেট থেকে বলছি। রাতে খেলা দেখাবেন? হ্যাঁ ভাই, আমি রাতে খেলা দেখাবো। প্রত্যেকটা লাইভ আমি দেখাবো আমি আমার পেজ থেকে। আপনারা পেজটাকে ফলো দিয়ে রাখবেন যাতে আমার লাইভটা আপনাদের হাতে পৌঁছে যায় তাড়াতাড়ি।
With the bat in hand for Fortune Barisal. And one really exciting player for Bangladesh and for Fortune Barisal, Nazmul Hussain Shantor. Really exciting, elegant, powerful left-handed batter. Nasum will have ball in hand. Nasum Ahmed from the Walton end. His slow left arm orthodox spin will get things underway for Chittagong challengers. Alongside me, Shamanoi, what did you make of that 125 made by Chittagong?
Thank you, Eddie. Well, it's time to be 100% sure. Let's play safe with it all. Nasir Mohammed to proceed with the beginning. Spin to begin the attack for Chittagong challengers as well. Well, it was a brash batting start by Chittagong challengers, going back to your question, Eddie. Good comeback by Benny Howell. Well, struggled to build partnerships. Chittagong challengers losing wickets regularly.
Goes on with the arm. Little natural variation on that occasion. Nasum. playing for turn was Shanto. There was none whatsoever. Fortune Barisal will just have the luxury of being out there with ball in hand and see how the surface actually reacted a bit more with their spinners and their bowling stocks. Looking for the gap, a little bit of a misfield, looking for a brace, decide against it, and their batting card is up and running.
Yeah, very careful start from Nazmul Hussain Shanto. Shaukat Ali, his partner. There's the delivery on his knee. Well played. Slight misfield and taking full advantage of it to get the scoreboard up and running. They'll have to be very careful. Chittagong challengers will be looking for early wickets. They started off with a 6 and then losing the wicket on the third ball. That has been pretty much the story of the Chittagong innings for the 15 overs.
Between overs 6 and 10, no boundaries were scored. And at the same time, we're losing wickets. So you just got to really overemphasize in terms of picking up wickets in this power play and trying to get into this middle order. And if this over is anything to go by, it's a very, very tidy start by the challengers. Just 2 off it, 2 for no loss.
আয়েশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয় উই ডোন্ট জাজ এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা।
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
Yeah, scenes from the drone here in Mirpur this Friday. Holiday for many, day off. Not a day off for the captain of Chittagong. He'll also get things underway from the BBS cable's end. So spin it'll be. Decent enough economy. I mean, Sakib Al Hassan's economy rate today was simply ridiculous. 2.25. They just could not get him away.
Vans initially going for the 2 overs and saving his overs for latter part of the innings as well. Interestingly, Chittagong challengers opting to start with spin from both the ends as well.
As I said, they would have been out there with bat in hand, seen how the surface is played. Same for Fortune Barisal. They would have seen what worked for them and try and avert the pressure that could be mounted in this first 5 overs. Down the wicket, saw him coming early. He drops it a little bit short and he thrusts his pad at it. He's an elegant player. Shanto very good at the top of the innings. Hold him! That one stays low, goes right across it. And the captain makes an inroad.
Just the start which the doctor ordered. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the skipper, leads from the front. Ball just holding back a bit. Nazmul Hussain Shanto going for the big shot on his knees, going for the slog sweep, missing it altogether. He was waiting forever. And he gets the first one, Mehdi Hasan Miraj.
I will analyse that in a short while, but Shanto's brief stay has come to an end. He's gone for 1 and 3 for 1.
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ, দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
Good numbers, and it's the captain, Sakib Al Hassan, the fall of Shanto. Decent enough strike rate as well.
Off the mark, Sakib Al Hassan, skipper to skipper. And starting with spin, bearing fruit for Chittagong Challengers. Getting the early wicket, much needed for them. And there's the shot. No need for that.
Yeah, it just looks as if, and I'll come back to that in a short while, it just looks as if he just pulled himself away from the line of the delivery. It should be called wide, and it will be. It just looked for me as if he picked the line, but then his momentum took his whole body and the strike zone away from making contact with that particular ball, Shanto. So all Miraz did was on target, disturb the stumps. So an early start, early breakthrough. That's what Chittagong would have needed. And a wicket taking over comes to an end. It's 6 for 1. Yeah, first breakthrough for Chittagong. Shanto gone for 1. Still a lot of batting to come. Soon will continue as he got an edge. There's a bit of an appeal from Lewis, but nothing doing.
Well, Nasu himself with a smirk on his face, denying, telling Ken Arlo is there. That's all right. Right on the money.
Quick single. Sakib was just out the blocks, quick enough. His partner was ball watching for a moment, and so somewhat confused the fielder, so then had to go to the longer part, to the non-striker's end. Yeah, just there, ball watching, but Sakib was out the blocks, and so at the last moment the fielder had to then throw to the non-striker's end.
Front. Yeah, Will, that's good. We'll come more.
Man at Deepak Kuswele comes in front. There's almost a straight mid-wicket. There's that mid-on, mid-off up in the circle. Fortified off-field. I'm happy to oblige to pick the man in the deep. There's Sakib playing with the turn.
Hit me.
Just rotating the strike, keeping it very simple. Sakib Al Hassan, 2 of 2. They have enough time. Off the back foot, picking the gaps easily.
They have enough time.
With wickets in hand, of course.
Keep going for us.
I never seem to have enough time, Shaman. Decent enough over. I think the key here is that they're not going for boundaries.
That's one.
The intention from the batsman is for 2, but it'll just be the single. I think Chittagong will be happy with the way things have started. I said go back to the original point that there's no boundaries. Dry up the boundaries, the singles at some point are maybe not just enough. Inside the power play, you expect the boundaries to be coming, to be flowing. Already 4 singles in the over. A boundary would have topped it off really well. After 3, 10 for 1.
আইলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয় উই ডোন্ট জাজ এক টপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
That's good, that's good, that's good.
After 3, the comparison, 22 for 1. Misses out. That could have been the first boundary of the innings that Sakib finds Afif at backward point.
Just missing out the gap over there. Was there to be hit.
Between the 6th and the 10th over, there were no boundaries that were scored by Chittagong challengers. Here we're entering the 4th over of this run chase and no boundaries have been scored. So Chittagong, they need to give themselves a pat on the back that they really are keeping things tight. It's a nice mix of the off spin and the left arm orthodox. Change in the field. Man just coming across from mid-wicket, now just in front, well, just behind square. Man, the short 45 goes finer. This is excellent. Pressure building.
Yeah, credit goes to Mehdi Hassan Miraj and Nasum Ahmed from the other end, keeping it very tight. Down the wicket using his feet, and definitely the pressure showing on the intent of Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, he's someone that doesn't want to be dictated to, his Shakib Al Hasan, and is in danger of facing off a maiden here. And Chittagong know that he holds the key to this run chase, so if they get him, they're well into this, defending this total of 125. That's short, doesn't capitalize. Again, no boundary. Another really good over. After 4, it's 11 for 1.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে।
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
Quite remarkable, just 10 ones, no boundaries and 14 dots. So Chittagong challengers keeping it wonderfully tight. There'll be a bowling change. Exciting. Shariful Islam from the Walton end. Inside the power play, I must remind you, if you look at that lower third a little while ago, you'd just be thinking, where are the boundaries? They haven't come. The challengers have kept it extremely tight. The field, a deep backward square leg for the left arm seamer. Man, it's a deep point. Hey, up for the challenge. Lots of chatter, a lot of excitement. Lots of conversation from the fielding side, so they definitely believe they can try and defend this 125.
Fair bit of chit-chat going on in the field. Chittagong challengers up to the mark with the ball in hand. Definitely for the first 4 overs. Change in bowling. Seamer into the attack. And they definitely wouldn't mind the singles. Shaukat Ali on strike this time. 1/3. There's third man and deep backward square leg for him. The 2 men outside the circle.
On the pads, and finally It was uppish for a moment, but now a boundary. That'll loosen some pressure. That'll loosen a few shackles. Confirmation from the umpire. The boundary count is up and running.
Oh yeah. Pressure relieving boundary for Shaukat Ali. Fielding had to be better.
Overly attacking, he just played it off his pads, a flick of the wrist and through the leg side. This time it's short. Bowler tries to overcompensate, but it plugs in the outfield and should pick up a brace.
He does have to be careful, Shaukat Ali. There's no need for that. Did not time it as well as he would like to, but did fall in no man's land.
I don't mind that. It was short, and again playing the low percentage shot, low risk percentage shot. Just doesn't get all of it. Doesn't quite get the timing. Yes, the elevation is there, but the power wasn't quite enough just for it to kick on and get that overspin into the boundary wedges. Just a methodical change in the field. The man on the leg side just coming a bit squarer. That's a better length, a hard length. It's neatly played, just opening up the face of the bat. This is becoming a better over for Fortune Barisal. I'm not quite sure why the bowling change happened. Nasrum was doing an excellent job. He could have given him an extra one. Maybe that would have created a wicket-taking opportunity. Because wickets and fast wickets in this particular defending of this 125 keeps you in the game. Swing and a miss.
I couldn't agree more with you, Eddie. They do need wickets, Chittagong Challengers, and wickets early. This one was close. It's a big fish, Shakib Al Hasan.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. He's doing an excellent job. You could have just pushed him a little bit more for another over and kept things even tighter. But perhaps innovation, Shakib Al Hasan. The bowling change has proved very expensive. 12 off that over. It is 23 for 1.
আয়েশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয় উই ডোন্ট জাজ এক কাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা।
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
Barisal require 1 or 3 runs. 23 for 1 after the end of the 5th over. The last over was a good one for Fortune Barisal. I thought the spinners bowled well. That's why my fellow commentator Edward Rainsford thought that perhaps they could have continued with spin from both ends. Madison Miraj continues. He's tossed that one out, but head straight to the ground. Just a little bit deeper, standing on the edge of that circle. Well, have a look at this last ball from in the previous over. He just puts it away at ease, knowing that the fielder was inside the circle at short fine leg. So easy pickings for Shakib Al Hasan, who's now moved on to with that boundary. Now he needs 17 runs in this innings to become the 8th batter in BPL to score. Is all class. Good afternoon, Atul.
Good afternoon, Atul, and what a player. You know, as they say, that if you hang around long enough in any profession, you become respectable. And he has been doing what he does best. This is how. He's been promoted today. And that's where his full value can be derived if he bats higher up for his franchise, especially when you don't have very many runs to chase.
Yeah, not too many fielders in the deep also, so it was a free giving. Oh, he's gone through the defences. That is a beauty. It's a very good comeback from the skipper. He knows it. It matters the most. He's cleaned up Shakib Al Hasan after giving away a boundary, beg your pardon, in the previous delivery.
Again, it was tossed up. Greed led to his demise. It was full-length delivery, and that was brave bowling. Wonderful comeback. You've seen this happen today. Kira Lewis hit a 6 and got out, and now Shakib Al Hasan hitting a boundary and getting out at 13. Score is 28 for 2.
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও
It's not a big total to chase, but if you start losing wickets, then you might just find yourself in a spot of bother. And that's exactly what Chittagong Challengers will be hoping for.
Yes, the previous over, when 14 runs were milked by Shakib and Shakat, that has made a lot of difference. You know, imagine they were 10 down for 2. So Miraz is doing exactly cream of the team we are seeing now for India.
Over the top, intentionally played, so he knows exactly.
Did for his team.
Over 7 in that over, 35 for 2.
But what he needs is support from the other end. Somebody needs to pick up wickets from the other end also to create that kind of pressure that was created on Chittagong.
35 for 2 after 7. Rue the fact that the skipper Shakib Al Hasan has been dismissed. I think he just looked a little bit too aggressive for me at that stage when he smashed one boundary and got himself in, cleaned up by Mahdi Hassan in the very next delivery. Benny Howell, very good with the bat. Can he be good with the ball? It's the big question. Have a look at that stats. More than capable of being very good with the ball, also genuine all-rounder, 158 wickets, economy of just 7 runs in an over.
Yes, the economy is what is impressive in today's cricket, today's franchise cricket, today's T20 cricket. If you're going around 7 runs and over, then you're doing your job very well. And then he's picking up wickets as well. You saw his batting today. So that's one name that will immediately will come to focus if he does well.
Yeah, he does have a lot of changes. Can bowl from the back of the hand, slower deliveries, knuckle ball, and a heavy ball also. So you have to be watchful and careful. Have a look at this. Straight away, knuckle ball. Genuine edge. He's got a little bit finer, so he'll be a difficult customer, especially on the surface. And he needs to come good for his team to ensure that they put them in more pressure, because they're not defending a big total. That is what they need to be watchful about.
It's Benny Howell here. Knowing what the spin did for really quick, but it's more to do with his variety, his guile. Oh, look at that. What a shot. What a shot by Shaikat. Just right in the slot. Not much mystery in this delivery. Easy. 6 runs.
Yeah, he's been around for a while, and he's been playing domestic cricket for a very long time, so he knows these conditions. And that was a lovely pickup shot from Shaikat Ali. It was in the slot and beautifully played. Look at that follow through. Didn't even bother to run. Why would you want to run? Lovely 6.
For Chittagong.
Comes with a shorter one from Benny Howell on that occasion, which has been put away for a single. Already 9 runs in an over. Cruising along, Barisal. 44 for 2. Joker, they look good.
You still have to keep the target in mind, and this was the slot Shaikat was waiting. Knew that Benny Howell is not going to bowl a quick one. Again, that kind of a similar shot Benny Howell also played. Just anchored the front foot down, keeping the center of gravity right in the middle, using the core strength just with that shot. You just have to time it, and then it goes all the distance. End of 8 is 46 for 2.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেপনিল হ্যান্ড স্যানিটাইজার।
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফবয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
We only saw Will Jacks bowling with that one over. Again, a bowling change. Looks like it's going to be Nasu Ahmed. It is. Has been very economical, very good.
Challengers.
It is cut recently.
It's all about spin. Have a look at this. How he tosses it up. I think it's a little.
Has been outstanding with the ball. Bangladesh keep on producing those left arm spinners. He's one of the new ones to step into the national team. He needs to pick up a wicket here. On stumps, nicely played off the back foot, just opening the face of the bat.
Yes, Nasum was a revelation in that series versus New Zealand. He was the highest wicket taker. Every match he bowled with the new ball and made inroads. Was virtually unplayable. He's got the ability to turn the ball as well. But this wicket not so conducive for turning the ball square as it was in that series. So this could be tough work for Nasum Ahmed. But he's only given away 8 runs so far. He's bowled 14 deliveries. This is wide. He's trying to bowl a slightly quicker through the air. Not relying on the surface. Just wants to dart the ball in.
Yeah, I think he's bowled well so far. Touch short on that occasion.
Too full and he just
So many things going into the minds of a bowler when they come to bowl
and he misses it completely.
try to defend a low total. Change of strategy. And once someone is going good, someone like Shoikat who's moved on to 26 of 21, then you want to keep him quiet. But just have a look at what Tauhid Ridha is doing from the other end. Now he's picked up 9 of 9. Oh, might be in danger.
It's a big wicket. I think surprised Shakib more than anything. That after going for that boundary,
flighted delivery was a bit of surprise for Shakib. But that's what makes Mehdi Miraz a special bowler. A special.
And it took them 51 deliveries to score those runs. 63 for Chittagong challengers for their first 50. Mukhidul Islam, Mugdal, and the attack, right arm, Seema. And Medias and Miraj making changes to ensure that he can get another breakthrough here. So very crucial. At this stage, Chittagong challengers were 44 for 4. Bowls with good pace. Again, a single of the ball that he has faced. He's now picked up 9 singles of 10 deliveries that he has faced. Tohid Ridoy. That's just outside the big bowl. Beautiful scenes from the drone.
I think.
Have a look at the traffic.
You're right.
Today is the Friday holiday. It's raining. It's sailing.
Looks like a dream, actually. Sometimes it takes us more than an hour to reach the hotel. And Dhaka is notorious, or the infamous, for its traffic jams. Right behind Bangkok, I think. Most likely 2 places in the world where you will more often than not be stuck in traffic. But today being Friday, looks like Marine Drive. This is the next match coming up. Khulna Tigers versus Mritsar Dhaka. Every year they make it more difficult for us to remember by adding or rejecting brands. I mean, so many franchises all over the world. These cities and states just adding their tags like Challengers or Knight Riders or something like that. It's getting harder and harder to remember which one goes with which.
Yeah, just adding to that traffic logic that you just shared with the viewers. For me, my personal opinion, for me, the best place on the planet is Dhaka. It has always been Dhaka, and it will always be Dhaka, no matter what. No matter whether it's got heavy traffic or no traffic at all. It has been brilliant for me, and I'm sure that a lot of people enjoy living in Dhaka. I love it. I simply love it. I adore it.
Well, that's obvious. You know, water is wet and coal is black. Where you grow up, where you live, is your favorite city. But that's not the point we're discussing. We're talking about traffic. Where did this come from?
Traffic is all around the world, mate. Where you come from, I'm sure there's traffic in India. Which part of India are you from?
I am from Gurgaon.
No traffic?
There is traffic, but not as...
There you go. Confirmation, no traffic at all.
Always send the drone up on Friday.
It's nice, it's nice. It's...
Well, for you, you've got a pilot car in Dhaka anyway. You're a VIP here.
are at back live here. Straight to the fielder, one bounce. Yeah, it's been a decent over from Mukhidul Islam. He's only given away 3. Out of those 3, one has been a wide. It's a touch fuller. He's trying to free his arms. Shoikat Ali hitting it straight into the ground and onto the fielder. He needs to finish off nicely here. The run rate just creeping up, closing on to 7 now. That's well bowled. That's a good over. That is a very good over from the youngster. 55 for 2 after 10.
Cream of the team BSC.
এক্সপেল 475 মিলি কিনলেই সাথে শক্তি 500 মিলি টয়লেট ক্লিনার একদম ফ্রি। বাঁচলো পুরো 110 টাকা।
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
Very interestingly poised this game. Fortune Barisal have not really found it easy going. They've been made to work hard. Go. 15 bowls since the last boundary, so the bowlers doing their job despite defending. Not a very big total of 125, but all credit to the fielding unit. This little tuck away. It's what they've got to keep on doing. If the boundaries are not flowing, you've got to ensure that the scoreboard is kept rotating. You see the drone view of this lovely ground, the Chittagong National Stadium. Once again, right on the money. Afternoon, Eddie.
Hello, Shamim. Good to be with you again. Yeah, 57 for 2, just gone par, just literally stepped over the halfway stage of this encounter, and not a lot in it. Chittagong challenges were 52 for 4. So Barisal 2 wickets to the good. So that sort of allows a better launching pad if they need it. Very good running between the wickets there. They pick up 2 runs fairly comfortably.
Nasir Mohammed, normally a very parsimonious bowler, doesn't really give away runs easily. It's a tight leash on his line and length. As I speak, it deviates down the leg side. Had to be, no?
Yeah, just down the leg side, slight indiscipline, overbalancing with the fielder. And she nearly carried that into the boundary wedges, but had the presence of mind to let the ball go. Yeah, just errs in his line there. Nasum, he's been very good until perhaps the over 3 and 4. So 64 required or 55. Most T20 chasers around the world will just grab that with both hands every day of the week. So the equation still looks good. 7 off that over, it's 62 for 2.
আইলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয়, উই ডোন্ট জাজ। এক চাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে। ফুড প্যান্ডা।
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
64 or 54 balls, as Eddie was saying, normally quite a gettable target. And edged it. And that's another one. Well, they have really kept on going and picking up the wickets for the batting unit at the wrong times.
Muqaddal Islam. He finds the outside edge. Lewis does the rest. And yes, they're well in this encounter now. That's an important breakthrough. An important wicket at an important time. Hiradoy, he's gone for 16 at 62 for 3.
আইলশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয় উই ডোন্ট জাজ এক ট্যাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা
Just as it looked as if the batsmen were getting into the groove, just finding the timing right, getting the big runs, building up the partnership, off went another wicket. And this has been the trend we've seen in the first part of the first game, and now it's continuing in the second one. Regular fall of wickets hasn't really allowed big partnerships to be built up. It's always kept the bowling unit interested.
And it's laboured. It's hard, it seems, sometimes to just find those boundaries. It's actually taken 22 deliveries now since we've seen the last boundary, so pressure had been built. I don't want to say the shot wasn't on. I think it was. It's just the execution wasn't good enough.
I just felt he didn't go full hog at it.
It's also about making sure you get right across off stump, using the depth of the crease. There he just trusts his hand. He's a bit static in the approach to the shot. It's a cross-seam delivery, and so maybe hits the shiny sides and skids up and doesn't quite get the bounce he requires. And for the bowler, he's undone him. Picks up a wicket.
I just went across to the offside, just making that angle come into play. Did very nicely, quickly through for the run. I think he's made good his ground. Inquiring look at the umpire, and he's going to go upstairs, have a look to make sure if the batsman's crossed over properly or not.
Dessel 100% sure. As we have a look at this run out. Tell you what, Lewis with those arms, he doesn't half break the stumps, does he? And it'll be Dettel 100% not out.
Well, they couldn't just afford to lose a wicket at this point in time, but the running seemed to be under control. Seemed to be comfortably in. But still, once again, a new partnership being bowled, 62 needed of 51 balls. With lots of wickets in hand, but we keep on saying that. It's the way that the runs keep drying out that increases the pressure on the batters and leads to a fall of a wicket.
And what you wouldn't want in this stage is a run out, especially if things start to get a little tighter. Now, the important part of the next stage of the game is how those 52 runs came in those last 5 overs. If Fortune Barisal get to the 15 over mark and that sort of equation is required, do they have it in them to emulate what Benny Howell did? 41 he got off 20 deliveries. Changes in the field as Midoff comes up into the circle. There's a man at sweeper through the offside. There's a third man. Fine leg is up in the circle. In fact, now the man at backward point is going to a deep point.
A little wide, Irfan Shukr, not really going across, just trying to lay his bat on that one and not getting hold of it. Just talking about whether they have the capability of batting to come. Have a look at who's coming next. Mr. Bravo. So he's a man who can get things going.
Zayor Rahman as well. He's another one that can hit a long ball.
Indeed. So, and Alzari Joseph. So they've got the persons who can produce the goods. It's a question of this partnership. How much pressure does it place by the way they approach the innings when the others come in, if they need to come in? Again, moving across, and the bowler trying to follow him, trying to bowl it further wide. This would drag it on to the onside. Does manage to get a lower part of the bat and a couple of runs to boot. That is the over. After 12, 6-6 for 3.
শুরুটাই যদি ভুলভাবে হয় তাহলে কি আর শুরু হবে কোনো লং লাস্টিং স্টোরি? কুল বডি স্প্রে, 4টি লং লাস্টিং ফ্রেগ্রেন্সে। ভুল করো না, কুল করো।
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
Despite the fact that we all feel the wicket has been pretty decent, it's been the bowlers who have dominated. 2 for 10 by Mehdi Hasan Miraj, 1 for 7 for Mugdo. The others have been pretty parsimonious. Shariful's gone for a few. That's when it seemed that Fortune Barisal were getting the momentum required when he was bowling, but that has been stunted.
Yeah, a wicket plays some part in it, but it's also how you approach a certain surface. Do you have the skill to score runs? As Howell comes back into the attack, it's a heave across the line. Coming from the Walton end. It's definitely how you approach a certain surface. Because I think most surfaces, if you apply yourself, you will get runs. It's pushing the front line there is Howell.
Yeah, looking at it square on, he almost overdid it. You're right, but what I felt was they could trust the track. There was nothing, no gremlins as such that we've noticed that have surprised the batters. And you're absolutely right. It's the approach, the adjustment to the track, which they haven't been able to garner as such. Oh, right through him. Did he get a bit of bat? A little bit of inside edge. Wait and see. It's the signal as the ball goes through for 4 rather fortuitous runs.
Yeah, this is what they call beaten all ends up. Had no idea what to do with this particular delivery. Again, there's his variety, goes in between bat and pad through the gate, and all it does is doesn't hit timber. In fact, it gathers enough speed right across the advertising into the wedges. Oh gosh, now he's bowling off spin. What a variety this is. Comes off a long run and then all of a sudden off a short run and starts bowling spin. Very much what Andrew Simons used to do.
Yeah, and that surprises the batsman. He's preparing mentally to face a ball which will come at you at say 120 to 130 clicks, and suddenly it's floating in. Now he comes over with his long run up and bowls his regular, but it's a slow delivery. Very nicely disguised.
This isn't easy. There's a tempo to bowling. They look fairly relaxed. The previous delivery bowled off spin to the left-hander and then comes off a long run and then executes a Yorker. Benny Howell redefining himself.
He's done his bit with the bat, now doing it with the ball. Regular speed, regular bat speed, and a good bit of fielding. Diving, brilliant stuff, absolutely marvellous.
That's good cricket all round. The skill of that man and the variety and the excellent fielding from Shamim out in the deep. For a moment, yeah, I think the batter thought he had got enough of it to run away for 4, and there, well-timed dive on his feet, gets the throw away. Maybe a better throw could have actually found him in trouble.
And once again, that little bit of mix, that little bit of change in direction, just rolling the fingers, slowing it up, gets a dot ball to finish over number 13, 74 for 3. Timing. Only going to get a single into the deep.
For me, I think that was also in the...
I think we'll say that the batsman missed an opportunity to put it away. Just struggling with his lengths more than anything else. Shariful Islam has had a good tour abroad recently. But this is a different format, different team, different setup. The lights are on here at the Chittagong National Stadium. Shariful can generate a bit of pace with the extra height. He can get a bit of extra bounce. Tries to bowl the Yorker. It's going to become a low full toss.
It's really well bowled, I think. Looking to go across the stumps and try and heave it through the leg side. There he is. He sets up early. It's a big, thick inside edge onto pad. And he's just looking to go one way. Boundary. So making hard work of it.
Yeah, you're right. It's not the bat on the ball this time round. Really swung it around long and strong for the maximum.
Yeah, uses the pace and also the line. I did mention he's looking to go one way here. Shariful is not up to the task. In fact, he just bowls into the arc and he lifts, elevates and gets a good part of it and it goes all the way for 6.
Magnificent shot that is. He was eyeing that area even in the previous delivery prior to the one that he hit for 6 when he tried to flick it away, but it's always eyeing the onside, and Shariful is playing into his hands, not really getting his line right. In the process, it seemed pretty easy. That's better. That's better from Shariful. Just getting that offside corridor going. Just realizing that he's going to try and pull it.
Just look at how he sets up very early. Shows the bowler that he's going right across the stumps. Frustrated that he couldn't do anything better than that, the batter on that occasion.
Takes a walk down, gets a bit of bat, again deviating down the leg side. Is it off the bat, off the feet? Wait and see if there's a signal from the umpire. It's leg byes, it's gone for 4 runs. And it's time for the time.
শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
Total germ-free strategic timeout is over. Let's play safe with Dettol. 40 runs from 36 balls. Interesting to poise, to say the least. Now, the skipper's back. 2 for 10 in his 3 overs, has been absolutely top class in the early part of the innings, and he'll be trying to eke out another wicket and put the pressure, continuing the pressure that has been created so far. Down the wicket, gives him the charge, straight as an arrow. Brilliant shot, fantastic strike.
Chittagong Ali has been excellent. Straight after the strategic timeout, nimble on his feet, flight is dished up, and a wonderful swing of the bat to the safest part of the ground, and in fact, great distance. Picks up 6 to start the over.
Immediately the pressure on the bowler. There have been obviously some discussions about just stepping on the gas during that break. And Shoaib Ali is not going to hang around. It's up in the air. The two fielders trying to get to it. And eventually just standing his ground at the edge of the boundary line and takes a very, very well judged catch.
Will Jakes, and as you said it, Shamim, he says he doesn't want to hang around. He doesn't, in fact. Finds the man in the deep. Hit for 6. Shaikha thinks he can pick up another one. Doesn't get over all of it. Comes off the toe end of the bat. Comfortable catch. Easy as you like. It's almost as if he didn't need to move. Shaikat Ali, 39. It's 92 for 4.
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন, সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10।
ডমেক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমেক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড।
Well, the big man is here. And that's not a player you'd like as a bowling unit to see. With 34 runs needed of 34 balls. Reversing, missing, and appeal. And up goes the finger. 2 and 2. Now there's no DRS. The umpire's decided in favour of the bowler. Things are turning around.
Sukar is someone who was targeting the leg side, looking to get across his stumps and play with the leg side. Now he's gone totally against his game plan and tried to play the reverse sweep. It looks so adjacent. Miraz thinks so, and so does the umpire. I tell you what, double breaks here.
Salman Hussain is the new batsman in.
That's fine, that's fine.
Well, he will be pondering the situation. On a hat-trick now, Mehdi Hasan Miraj. Oh, almost creeping through. Batsman does well to come down on it.
Wow. 4 for 16, and he's still got 2 deliveries to go. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the captain, and that was the wicket a short while ago. And he's having an absolute dream outing with the ball, the captain. He's kept his side in the hunt.
Cricket's such a great leveler. 6 of the first ball, and suddenly you get 2 wickets, 2 important wickets. You're back in the hunt. You've got your tail up. This is excellent work by the skipper. Oh, there's a chance of run out. I think he's got it. Direct throw. I think he's gone. Wait and see. The umpire's gone upstairs, but this has been an absolutely terrific piece of fielding here. To talk. Here it comes.
A great piece of fielding. Direct hit. He looks gone for all money. What an over this is for Chittagong. The challengers, yes, it is a direct hit. It looks like he's short of his ground. And what an over straight after a strategic timeout. Decision pending. Dettel, let's be 100% sure, and it's 100% out. Wow. Gone without scoring. He's gone for Nortez Hussain, and this over has brought about 3 wickets. It is 92 for 6.
আয়েশা নাকি আরাম প্রিয় উই ডোন্ট জাজ এক চাপে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা।
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধাহীন কাছে আসার গল্প।
But another twist in this innings of chase of 125 for Fortune Barisal. Cruising along, and all of a sudden in the previous over, they lost 3 wickets. New batter is Ziaur Rahman. The last wicket to fall was of a run-out direct hit, ensuring the Chittagong challengers makes life a little bit difficult for Fortune Barisal. Dwayne Bravo is still there, the experienced campaigner. They need 34 of 30.
You're right, Dwayne Bravo holds the key to this game, but Barisal has done everything in their power to lose this game so far. Actually, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory almost. But what a spell from Messrs Chaudhary and Rensford. Got 4 wickets. But this shows that what pressure does. And surprisingly, this is a good batting pitch. So maybe early days for this tournament, maybe the template is not set yet. The teams' combinations are not that settled. We've seen a lot of erratic batting today from both teams.
Yeah, what about that effort from Medias and Miraj, who's picked up 4 for 16 in 4 overs? The skipper leading from the front as a bowler. And then that run out. Excellent piece of fielding.
Yes, he's doing everything. Picking a wicket, having that run out. Is one man versus the whole team. But always been very impressed with his attitude.
Yes, Fortune Barisal has lost 3 wickets for no runs in that last over.
Just one.
The required run rate is now gone over 7 runs in an over. They still have got a lot of.
And then that run out. Excellent piece of fielding. They are in a bit of a pressure at the moment. 2 new batsmen in the crease.
But yes, you're right. Trent Bravo has got the experience to know that all he needs is to just to hang around. No need for big shots. Because the previous batsman had done their bit, but they lost the wicket. I think the slide started from Shakib Al Hasan's wicket. Shakib would have played for another few overs and this match would have been one-sided. But this is good bowling. And Benny Howell, what about him? Very impressive, this guy. The batting, we saw already. The bowling, he's got the variety. Bowls off spinners to left-handers. And what a complete package. What a pick from Barisal.
Yeah, he's the one who got it all started while he was batting 40.